I'm JShmoo.
And I'm DShmoo.
We're Shmoo's Play.
And today we're Shmoo's playing The Darkest Files.
Yep, this is a brand new game. It's on Steam. It's 10% off right now. It's a deduction game, and we get to prosecute some really bad guys from World War II.
Yeah, so content warning, if Nazis trigger you, this game has...
As they probably should.
As they ought to, but if it will cause you emotional distress, now's a great time to watch something about Pokemon. Also, this game has a flashing lights warning. We'll go back in and add... if we need to, a warning at that time, but the game does warn you for flashing lights, so if that causes you problems, okay,
let's just play.
Let's dive in. New save. Part 1, The Insurgent.
Obviously investigator mode. Okay.
Interesting.
So that's cool. So a variety of players can play this. If you don't want to be investigating, you can still get the story part. That's cool.
So if you just want the parts that I love, play this mode. And if you just want the parts that JShmoo hates, you play this mode.
Yeah. Which means it's very obvious that we're going to play investigator mode. Okay.
Okay. So, interesting. Okay, so difficulty settings. What to choose? Well, let's see. Highlight interactable elements and testimonies. That's
kind of interesting.
Just for the purpose of the stream, we're going to do this. Or purpose of the recording. I don't know what that even means, so we're just going to start the game. Hopefully we can change it later.
Based on true crimes committed during the Nazi era, investigated by the Young Federal Republic in Germany. With the exception of Fritz Bauer, the names of all those involved have been changed. Any similarities with existing persons of the same name are purely coincidental. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, we don't want to incriminate any Nazis.
Well, I did see in the trailer that it said that it was based on true stories, but I thought that was like generally like World War II. I didn't know if it was
like actual trials.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like I didn't know how real it was, but let's find out.
All right.
Did you want to start the timer?
Frankfurt, West Germany, 1956. 11 years after the end of World War II, many crimes of the Nazi era still go unpunished. The perpetrators of these crimes are walking free. Many judges, prosecutors, and police officers have already served under the Nazis. Now they have no interest in prosecuting their former comrades for actions similar to their own. For the victims of these crimes, this is unbearable. To end this, Attorney General Fritz Bauer establishes a special unit of young prosecutors with no ties to the old regime. I am Master Katz. I am one of these prosecutors. We are investigating Nazi crimes and bringing perpetrators to justice. Not to avenge, not to heal, but to show that there are laws that apply to all. It doesn't make us popular. Most want to forget.
I kind of want to avenge,
Some
though.
want us to show up. But they cannot stop us. Nothing belongs to the past. Everything is still present and can become the future again.
Not me wanting to go on a Fritz Bauer deep dive now.
Yep.
Yeah, that is a true statement, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate playing a female protagonist. +1.
First day, you've got this, Katz.
Oh, okay. I'm already controlling the viewpoint.
Well, and I'm already getting motion sick.
Let's see. WASD. Accessibility settings. Okay. Interactable should be highlighted, though, so I shouldn't have to.
There were a bunch of disability settings or accessibility settings when we first opened the game.
Prosecutor's office.
Okay. I wish I could switch from WASD to the arrow keys, because the WAS and D are all the way over on the other side of the keyboard where JShmoo's sitting.
No point in waiting. I'm not here for an appointment.
Well, we could make this like a real like potato sack race, or not. What do you call it? Like a three-legged race, and I do the WSD, and you do the mouse.
Yeah.
Looks that light highlighted, or is it just?
Good. I'm not the first one in.
Okay. Is that light highlight? The lamp, is it highlighted or is it just glowing?
I think it's just glowing.
Okay. It seems
Wait,
like
no, hold on.
Yeah, it seems like it has a
Not
halo.
where I'd expect to find this office.
I think it's the window, actually.
But it's a nice corner of Frankfurt nonetheless.
I guess we can go
I should try the coffee at Café Selten sometime. I've heard good things.
go upstairs, maybe? I want to go upstairs badly.
Well, we're here for an appointment. I think that's correct.
Okay.
Hello? Anybody here? Not much of a welcome party.
Nope, kind of drab.
Oh, let's see. E or click.
Okay, makes sense.
Objects which require an interaction are highlighted in white.
Do we think require is like a precise word? Like you must do it, or?
I don't know what that is implying.
Or if they just mean the items you can.
Okay.
Okay, we can sit in an office chair. Because this is highlighted in yellow. I'm not sure. There's the cafe.
Okay.
Catholic leave. Soviet embassies accusing Germany of espionage. They want German army. There's a lottery. Okay. Japan's peace treaty. Okay, I don't really know. It's giving you, I guess, like a little hint of the politics at the time.
Not the cleanest of places.
Nope.
Can't go in the restroom. Okay.
That seems like some kind of OSHA violation.
Yeah, I know, right? Good thing this is Germany. Conference room. Can we go in
No,
here?
you cannot.
Okay.
Stinks to be you. Where is our?
This
oh,
is our office.
No, we should go in our office.
Just want to.
Really small for an intercom. Must be a new model.
You know me. I want to click everything.
Somebody was just smoking, so.
Christoph Walmuth.
The door is locked.
Okay.
So knock on it.
The door is locked.
Just knock on the door, lady.
So many plants. Someone here has quite the green thumb.
Okay.
Now, where have I... No. Paula Fisher, what is it with you and your forgetfulness?
What are you doing in my office?
I am just super grateful for voiceover acting so that we don't have to read everything out loud, because that makes my voice very tired very quickly.
Nope.
And then I feel guilty.
Hello.
Good morning.
Oh,
I mean, I know it's the
hello,
right
good
office.
morning. Sorry I didn't hear you enter. You must be Miss Katz, right?
Must I?
So it is my office. Good. Had me worried there for a moment.
Oh, yes.
In other
of
words,
course,
what
yes,
are you
it is.
doing?
I was just... yes. Paula Fisher. Hello. I'm a legal assistant here for Mr. Bauer's team. Well, the legal assistant.
Cool.
We're a bit understaffed at the moment.
It's nice to meet you, Paula.
Oh, it's my
Now,
pleasure.
what are you doing in my
believe me.
office?
I've brought you this week's newspaper and a letter that arrived for you. Anyway, I should probably be going. I'll be at my desk if you need anything. You'll find me. Or through the intercom. We just had the whole system installed. It made my life so much easier.
Okay. Her accent is weird.
When can I expect to meet Dr. Bauer?
Mr. Bauer wants to talk with you once you've acclimatized. His words, not mine.
She
He should be
sounds
arriving soon.
Australian.
So should the rest of the team.
So maybe she is
Very well.
Australian, but then at times I thought
It's a pleasure to have you on our team, Miss Katz.
I don't know. So at first I was like, oh, she sounds Australian. Then she said something,
First encounter.
and I was like, oh,
Time for
the way
me
she
to
said
sleep.
like Paula and like, I don't know. I was like, oh, maybe she's German, but she definitely sounds Australian.
I think you need to do the walking, and I'll do the
Oh,
clicking.
this will be interesting then. Well, you don't really turn. You like strafe, or is that because you need to? You need to do that on the mouse.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, this will be really fun.
The last holiday we spent together as a family. I'm so glad Dad made us do it. Franz was such a show-off that summer. Always trying to impress the girls. I wish you were here, big brother. new job deserves a fresh journal, ready to be filled with notes and tasks.
Agreed. I like a good notebook. Thimbleweed Park had a notebook.
Yep. Okay, so either middle click or no?
I'm a Mac person. I'm like, what's a middle click?
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, you have like a little wheelie wheel. All right.
Walk, interact, hint. Okay. So like we enable the setting so I can use the right click on the mouse to change the interaction.
Yep.
Okay, so I can go to notebook. Okay.
Okay.
We can come back to this.
Berlin Document Center. I'm sure it'll lead us through when we need to. Let's check out our...
Can you
let's
move a
hang
little
up
closer
our-
to that?
Hang up our diploma. I can't get any closer than I am. Where's your mouse?
Oh, I'm not on the interact
Look at
action.
that. Written evidence of all those sleepless nights.
Assessor
and
of
a ton
law
of
and
coffee.
criminal law.
But here I am. I finally made it. Pretty sure it was all worth it.
So we're like 29 years old.
Sounds.
I'm not
28.
letting you down. I swear.
So is her family like all lost in the Holocaust? Is that why they're all dead?
I mean, the implication of the last name, Katz, in like post-war, post-Nazi Germany.
Yeah. It's very sad.
My dear daughter, heartfelt congratulations on your promotion. Being a state attorney at the age of 28, that is not a small feat. You achieved this on your own through diligence and brilliance of mind. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Though it is a great honor to work for the Attorney General directly, Dr. Bauer is not always easy to work with, I hear. But people are saying a lot of good things about him too, so please don't let me spook you. I wish you all the best for your new position. No father has ever been prouder of his daughter. With love, Georg Katz. P.S. Your mother asks if you're coming home at the weekend. I think she's still getting used to the fact that her daughter is working a job, not founding a family.
No, tending a family.
Oh, tending a family. That's sexist.
No, your mother and my mother too, Esther. Okay. Telephone.
Okay.
No signal. The line must be dead. Maybe I should talk to Paula about it.
An auspicious
Okay,
start.
task. Talk to Paula.
Hello?
Mr. Bauer is ready for you. He says at your own time. With him, that means as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'd better get going then.
Yeah, what about the phone?
It's weird that I can still kind of move my viewpoint while we're talking. Or maybe it's not weird.
I don't think it's weird. I mean, if you're talking on intercom, there's nothing stopping you from...
Yeah, I suppose.
Can you turn around so I can just look at this side of the office real quick? No.
Which
stop it.
side?
I
Where do you
want
wanna
to
look?
Bookshelves. Okay, there's our diploma. There's our books. Look, I just want to see what's going on. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's go to the door.
Let's talk to her also about the phone.
Miss Katz, how can I help you?
Fix the phone.
I tried to use the phone before, but it looks like the line is dead.
Oh, I'm afraid your phone hasn't been connected just yet.
I like the
It should
smoke
be
animation.
done by next week. Sorry for the inconvenience. The intercom works though, so you can always talk to me.
Oh,
Do
goody.
you need something else?
I lost where Mr. Bauer's office is. I feel like
Paula,
we found
where
it
can
already,
I find
didn't we?
Mr. Bauer's office?
It's the door on your left, at the end of the room.
Okay, peace.
Okay.
That will be all for now. Thank you, Paula.
Always happy to help.
Bye.
Yeah, because so I basically, when I want it to be still, I have to take my hand off the mouse because the mouse sensitivity is just making, the view shift.
Okay, move your...
Okay.
Get to the...
Like this?
Yeah, let's find the guy's office.
No, that's the kitchen and the other thing, isn't
Right,
it?
I was trying to turn myself around,
okay.
but I couldn't.
Ah,
Because you have the turny thing.
I do have the turny
This will
thing.
be very
Miss Katz.
interesting.
Welcome to the
This whole game is a turny thing.
Good morning, Dr. Bauer.
Just missed. We're working together. My name, as you already know, is Fritz Bauer, General Prosecutor. Much to the displeasure of the public, I insist on investigating the many crimes committed under the NSDAP.
So do we think the public's displeasure is because it's like so many of their friends and family? Because otherwise, why would they be displeased about it?
Yeah, I think the whole idea is like
truly wishes for us.
Everyone was complicit.
To solve
So they just want it to be over.
or
Yeah.
frankly, to even touch them. A rather thankless job, may I say. Are you up for it?
No, just go punch some Nazis.
I was not aware there would be a test for this position.
This entire job is a test, Miss Katz.
Okay.
But no matter. Miss Katz, I believe I have the perfect case for you to start with.
I'm listening.
Hans Naumann, an older gentleman, shot just before the end of the war.
Okay. What do we know?
What do we know about the case?
According to the victim's wife, her husband was taken by uniformed man for no reason. He never came back. His body was found in a forest nearby after the war. Shot in the head.
I
Do we
don't
have
care
any
about.
files? Any leads?
I don't want to hear the story.
From the
Get me
original
to my
investigation.
investigation.
Miss
I'm letting you have
reported
this-
her husband's death to the
this win,
police.
because when we go play the Monkey Island games, I'm picking every dialogue
The
option.
prosecutor's
Oh,
office
but you've already
investigated
played them.
members of the NSDAP
Like I said,
group.
enjoy the win.
They're suspects. However, no charges were pressed. Based on the investigation, Hans Naumann was lawfully executed.
And how did they reach this conclusion?
They were
That
freaking
you can learn
Nazis.
from the documents. The first thing that I'll need you to establish is why Hans Naumann was taken. Depending on the answer, we'll see if the case warrants a full investigation. I asked Mrs. Fisher to prepare a file. It should probably already be on your desk. I suggest you familiarize yourself
Was
with
Fisher
the event.
Paula?
Invite the
Mhm.
widow to give a
Couldn't
statement.
remember her last name.
Mrs. Fisher should be able to help you with that.
Okay, sweet.
It might also be wise to check the archives. You never know what is hidden in these old boxes. Maybe something about this official order mentioned in the discontinuation report. Ask Mr. Bournemouth for the
Hint,
keys.
hint, hint.
I believe he has a spare set. Good luck, Miss Katz.
Danke.
Right. Get the keys, check the files, and invite the first witness. And I need a refresher on the Nazi hierarchy. Understanding the chain of command will be crucial.
So it's
Paula did say to ask her if I needed anything.
so she was saying you have to check on a certain like decree, but that's probably in. We don't know what that is yet, so we shouldn't go to the archive yet. Correct?
Possibly.
What are we doing?
Tutorial.
I'm just gonna ask.
Miss Katz, how can I help you?
I need some additional files.
I don't know
Something
if we
specific?
know what we need yet. That's what
I need more details
Oh,
regarding
okay, for
NS
that.
organizations. Chains of commands, ranks, and badges. Anything you can get your hands on.
Of course, I'll get right to it. Anything else?
we don't need a witness.
I need you to invite a potential witness.
Of
Or the
course.
wife,
Who
maybe?
should I reach out to?
Ludmilla Naumann, the victim's widow. I want to hear her version.
Kind of want
of
to
what
see what our
happened.
file has first.
Of course. I'm on top of it. Anything else?
Thank you, Paula. That will be all for now.
Here if you need
Right on top of
anything.
that, Rose. Okay.
Okay, you want to check the file on our desk now?
Yeah, I want to see what we have first. You're failing at your one job.
I'm sorry, I'm also snacking.
Okay.
It's hard to snack and
Well, we
move.
didn't read the newspaper on our desk yet. That's okay. I know this is a wild idea, but you could give me the mouse.
Okay, you take the mouse. All yours.
There you go. Old case. Very descriptive. We can add labels. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so here's the police report in 1947. He fell victim to a violent crime. 4 suspects. Do we have like a way to
embiggen it?
I don't know how to label it. Is that good enough? Will that just highlight it? I just want to
You
highlight
have to
it.
pick a thing.
We're just gonna do. Okay, these are the names. It's I don't get it. So we were able to identify 4 suspects. Now it's closed. That makes no
Apparently.
sense.
Maybe can we interview the person responsible? Manfred Wagner?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure out our labeling system at some point. I don't know. Okay. Dead body reported in a wooded area. Hans Newman. Okay. Killed by this thing. No other injuries. She files a criminal complaint on August 8th. That's weird. So she was missing. She saw him taken on the 28th, right?
Mm-hmm.
The body was found on the 10th, but she didn't file a complaint until August. They were all interrogated. They testified he was guilty of treason. Okay. So, it's kind of what we knew already, except now we have the names. Saw a man climbing up the block's flagpole, intending to tear down the right flag and replace it with a white flag. Ordered the perpetrator to stop and attempted to apprehend him. The perpetrator attacked him and fled the scene. The block warden was injured. Oh, it's very who the block warden. Right? That's what another thing. Group leader. I don't know. Group leader Fotman.
Important date. When was VE Day?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I never remember VE Day. So, April 28th, was that before or after VE Day?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I think it was after. Because it's 1945 already. Nothing I can really tag so far in this photograph. It just shows like the flag was ripped down.
So VE Day was Thursday, May 8th.
Okay.
So this is like a week and change before like the Allies declare victory over Germany.
Okay, here's her case against them. This is what we wanted to look up. I think the Code of Criminal Procedure.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put a 2 because that's 2 is right now means the archive. They saying they called him John and Hans, I think, right? Didn't they call him
Jan? Yeah.
Yeah, they called him 2 different names. Communist insurgent who carried out a highly treasonable actions in a wartime situation.
I don't think we might be overthinking it for the very first case.
Yeah, like all these names.
I think the answer is it was
I think we just need this thing.
It was a mistaken identity is probably about all it's going to be at this point.
Oh, you think so? Well, they saying John. See, that was it. They said Jan Hauman, and now they said, right?
Right.
No, how this is okay. The deceased was Hans, but then young resident of the block, Jan. Yeah, see, they said he was young.
Hmm.
So they made a mistake. Yeah, that's true. A 77-year-old probably wasn't climbing a flagpole, but I guess you never know. Basic law: an act may be punished only if it was punishable by law before the act was committed. Okay. And anyone at home or abroad who abets hostile power shall be sentenced to death or life imprisonment. So they're just like, okay, they executed him. But
well, that's not true because they didn't operate to contemporary laws if the war was over. Either. Right. They shot him on what day?
Well, the body was found on May 10th.
Right, 2 days after the war ended.
But that's when the body was found. It doesn't say when he was killed. Crimes of severity gave him same order. The order to execute. Group leader Faultman. Okay. So I think our next move is to just go in the archive and find those, like, random laws, right?
Maybe. We have to get the key to the archive from our colleague.
Okay.
So we'll just take care of that.
There's no way to, like... We don't know how to solve it yet. Like, we don't have, like, a pin board or...
No, this is going to be...
They're going to
I suspect it's going to be Phoenix Wright.
Oh, okay.
Ish.
Actually, not my favorite format for investigating stuff, but... She has really long wrists.
Hello. Oh,
Yo,
please, forgive the
Christoph,
mess.
what's up, bro?
I'm afraid I didn't have the time to clean up. Miss Katz, right?
Esther Katz, nice to meet you.
Pleasure is all mine. Christoph Olmuth. Christoph, preferably.
Okay,
I try
Christoph.
to be on first name basis.
Is that usual here?
Not from what I can tell.
Is he
Let's
new,
stick to the
too?
usual then, shall we?
Oh, she's
We are a
rude.
small team. I'd love to tell you that we are small and tight-knit, but, well, happy to have more people join the fight. Especially someone like you.
I want to
do you
know
mean
what
by
that
that?
means.
Well, you're a woman.
That's a very astute observation.
Right. Sorry. What I meant to say is, you're a woman and a prosecutor. That didn't sound better.
Nope.
Did
no, it
not.
didn't.
Not really.
Right. Well, high time. That's it, in short. Right.
Okay.
Again, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, sir. What's his position
Mr.
again?
Bauer said you have the
He's
key
just
to the
another...
archive?
I think he's just another lawyer on the
We
team.
all.
Oh, okay.
Oh, despair. I tend to keep 2 sets, as I'm somewhat prone to displacing them. Just let me find it. And there it is. The master key. Be aware of its gifts.
We gotta know what that does now.
It's from a story I used to read. You know, don't mind me. Good luck in the archives.
Okay. Okay, baby.
Are we still... Okay, no, we're outside his office
No,
now.
it kicked us out. Get out. We don't want you. I think the archives were like...
Oops.
Turn to the left.
There we go.
Nope. Where the heck were the archives?
The door
Downstairs.
is locked.
Oh, they were,
Oh, maybe
they
they're
were
downstairs,
downstairs.
yeah.
That's right. I remember this being like the first thing we saw.
Sorry, I just whooshed us around in a U-turn real fast.
We're back to our 3-legged race control scheme again.
Yep.
This mayor brings me back to all the nights at the library.
Okay. So,
Connect a name to an archive number. I don't quite get it, but we'll figure it out.
okay. So let me
I
see.
think we just have to interact with that one. Luckily.
Okay, so...
I was supposed to go in like the card catalog basically first, and then figure out which one we need. So go back to the file cabinet. And not these, I guess.
I know some of these names.
They look familiar.
Captain America saying, I understood that reference.
Nauman Ludmilla,
Yes.
maybe? 7JN. What's the date? 7.
7J in 1956, 28-4.
Okay. That's not gonna help you.
I can't, like, copy it. That's not helpful.
It's okay. I have a
7J
good memory.
in 1956, 28-4.
We're at least good enough for this. Not here.
No. 7J in... This one.
Okay.
Found
it's
them.
partially
These seem relevant to our case.
Don't they, though? Okay? The fate of Germany rests on all of our shoulders. We must fight against the traitors, the resistance to be disarmed, the uprisings to be quelled. Yeah, shut up. Shut up, helmet. Citizens, the war is over. The oppressors have lost. Do not defend the city against the Allies. Avoid unnecessary bloodshed. Tear down the Reich flags from the roofs. Raise the white flags. Welcome our liberators. The end is near. Death to the Nazi criminals. Join the campaign to liberate Bavaria. Cool.
Yeah. So why is this under her name, though?
Do you think she wrote that letter? Maybe this is more complicated than we think.
Don't know. I mean, someone with the same last name did tear down the flag.
Oh, maybe it was like their child.
Yeah.
Like a yawn. A Hans could have a yawn.
Sorry. What? I mean, like, I get what you're saying, but it's just that's gotta be the silliest way to say it. Look, I'm shaking the mouse with laughter. I'm sorry.
I'm the entertainment.
Well, for me, you are.
How often do I need to tell you that my plaque belongs on my door and not on the floor?
Oh, I love this guy already.
Oh no.
And how often do I need to remind you that I am not your handyman?
Just fix my door, Paula.
You're a handy woman.
Ugh, no. No. There's no way it's Peter's. Just.
Oh,
no.
there's a history here.
I need to check it. I just. Please let it not be him.
I mean, the subtitles already said it's him, Esther.
Yeah.
We're
Did you not read them?
We're already there.
Yeah, it's for real, Esther. Come on. Read the subtitles.
I can actually play one-handed.
Fans. You never need me. I'm just gonna leave. But who would make you laugh?
I make myself laugh, as you well know.
It's true. You're very good at making one person laugh. Simon Peters.
Of all the people, how is he here?
Ooh, we got a little bit of a storyline in here. Spill the tea, sis.
This better be about my door, Paula.
Facial
Tell me
expression.
this is a joke.
My thoughts exactly.
I wish it were.
Hold up. What are you doing here, Katz?
Funny. I was just about to ask you the same thing.
I work here, Katz. I'm Mr. Bauer's right-hand man. And I'm so sorry, but we don't really do marriage disputes for bored housewives here, you know?
Oh, this guy's a jerk.
So you're an assistant.
Right-hand man. So what? You're his assistant? I thought you wanted to be a well-paid defense attorney. Didn't get the job on account of your wonderful personality, I assume.
Just my luck. So you're the new hire, Katz.
In the flesh.
Duh.
You won't last a week.
Oh, so you did find your confidence in the end. Or is it still going to be like that time you scored 4th in class?
If these two end up together at the end, I'm gonna throw the computer out the window.
Time for this. Get out of my office, Katz. Try not to embarrass yourself.
There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day.
After like all the games we played, this is the character I think I want to punch most.
Who's Simon Peters?
Mm-hmm. So we just have to go home.
Okay. I thought
He made it seem like
it might be more interesting than just walk home.
yeah, like I want to figure more things out, but apparently it's like the game's like no,
Nope, you found all the stuff for today. Time to go home.
Night night.
This graphic novel storytelling reminds me of the last game we were playing.
Yep. It's all like that other night to day thing.
Okay.
The widow. I'll go to her and interview her today.
We don't have to click on everything this time. We can just.
Oh, praise the Lord.
Miss Katz, if you'd have a moment.
Sure. Yeah, she's definitely Australian.
Which way is she?
Oh, kitty cat. Forget
we gotta
Paula.
pet the cat.
Yeah, forget Paula.
Cat time.
There is a kitty cat.
There you go.
Hello. And who would you be?
Kitty cat. Meow.
That's Marlene. My son turned out to be allergic, so Mr. Bauer agreed to have her stay here for now.
Hi, Marlene. You have such a weird name for a cat.
Looking forward to working with you, Marlena.
Bye, Marlena.
Hello, Marlena.
Bye.
Oh, I'm glad you are so cooperative.
Wait, no. Aww.
Oh, kitty cat.
Oh, hello, Marlena.
Can we talk to the cat
We
too?
certainly can.
Meow.
Meow.
All right, you'll know when I'm holding the mouse because when I laugh, the whole screen shakes.
Oh my goodness. Let's go talk to Paula. In other words, turn around.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I took my hand off the mouse because I was laughing.
It's Paula?
I found some documents you asked for. They're waiting in your inbox. Oh, and there was a call for you. Asked for you to call back. I wrote down the number and left it with the files.
Thanks, babe. Yeah, okay, cool. Later.
Thank you, Paula.
I'll figure it out. I have no patience for tutorial. Okay.
Time to get
Sure,
started.
it's on my desk or something.
inbox.
That was the easiest task completion ever. Okay, got it. Call the person, interview the lady, update the boss. Sweet. Okay, cool. So we've got the uniforms. We've got words I can't pronounce. This is reminding me of Case of the Golden Idol with like the
like the cult.
Yeah, like how they all had different uniforms and then different symbols based on like, you know, I'm sure that was obviously based on armies, but reminds me of this. I don't care about this right now. I don't know yet what we want to do with it. Do you? I don't think I do.
Yeah.
Add to case file. Amnesty for communists?
I think this feels like it's just color for now.
Yeah.
And our phone is obviously still not going to be working.
Peters is working here.
Whoops.
Peters.
I wonder if anybody can
No,
tell
but
me
we have
how
to call.
this
We literally have to call someone.
Who do I want to call?
Oh, see, our phone works.
Okay.
Hello.
Father? I didn't expect you'd call me here.
What?
Oh, Esther, my dear.
The phone didn't ring.
We called it back. This is the.
Oh, this is the number. You know, I was just like kind of confused because I was like,
I have great
not.
colleagues.
I don't know. I was thinking the call would be important to the
And I
job,
believe I can do a lot of good here.
I see. Esther, there's something
except for
I
that
want to discuss.
jerk Simon
Do you remember
Peters.
our little talk? It must have been last month.
Please, don't start again. I'm not interested in family law.
It's a good offer. Bergmann, Kranich and Partner is a well-known, respectable firm.
Well, I'm definitely not going to do family law after Peters made that comment.
Bergmann is one of my oldest friends. He'd make sure your talent doesn't go wasted.
I'm afraid I'm not looking for another job right now.
Unfortunately, I know. It's why I have to do it. Esther, let me be very
He's
frank.
probably worried about us.
I'm proud of you. I really am. A prosecutor at your age, with a view on women on our line of work being what it is, I'd have to be a fool not to. But your mother and I, we are worried. Do you have any idea what they say about Bauer?
Dad, I don't care about this private
Oh,
life.
his private
And I don't
life.
listen to rumors.
If that was his
Spill the
only
tea,
fault, Esther,
sis.
the man's fanatic. You must see that. Listen to your father.
Fanatic about
Nothing good
bringing
would come
justice
of
to
this.
Nazis.
I make my own
I
decisions.
make my own decisions, father.
Oh, my silly, silly little girl. You...
Click.
Now I want to knock him out.
Messi, I must apologize. I did not mean to get so passionate about this. I'm just worried.
That's passionate for a German.
One's reputation
Oh,
is-
Mason, like Damon raised his
not
voice.
to associate you with that man. I just want what's best for you, Essie.
So
I
serious.
know, Dad.
I'm proud of you.
Skip,
I know I already said that, but I really am.
skip.
Like you can't imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine. Oh,
Hey, Paula.
can you move us a little
Mrs.
closer?
So-and-so is here. I literally can't.
Other side of the keyboard.
Oh, I'm trying to use the arrow keys. Whoopsie.
Yep.
The arrow key should work.
Mrs. Naumann
Call
just
Shanann.
arrived. I showed her to the conference room.
Thank you. I'll be right there.
I would love to get to like the first case.
Investigation.
Yeah. Conference room is this way? No, it's the other way. Yeah, there it is.
You must be Mrs. Naumann.
Hi,
Thank you for
Mrs.
coming.
Naumann.
My name is Esther Katz. I am one of the prosecutors in Attorney General Bauer's team.
Good morning, Miss Katz. I am very grateful that you found the time. The last prosecutor who looked into my husband's death didn't even speak to me.
Are
He
you
dismissed the
writing
case, claiming my
manifestos
husband
against the
was
Nazis?
rightfully executed as a traitor.
Do you have a son named Jan?
I will certainly try to find out what happened to your husband, ma'am.
Where is Jan
But first
now?
things first. I know it's not easy, but please take me through the day your husband was taken.
Maybe this is where they'll be like, this. They had this color uniform was on. Oh, this is cool. It's visual.
It was in April 45, only days before the Americans came.
Where were you that day?
Home. We lived in a small house. Hans was upstairs
I can look
when
around.
the doorbell rang before someone hammered against the door.
Cannot walk around. You can interact.
Okay.
Ooh, look at the pictures.
Did you and your husband live alone?
Oh, that's cool.
There was also our son Jan.
I told you Hans can have a
He
yawn.
insisted on staying with us to help around the house, at least until the end of the
So
war.
this is sad. The father
But
basically
he
died for his
wasn't
son.
in. He went out in the morning before we woke up.
Okay.
Do you remember what time of the day it was?
We just had lunch, so it must have been close to 1 p.m.
Can I walk?
No, I already
Seems
tried.
like.
No,
Okay.
unless there's another way. No.
Okay. So this seems pretty straightforward. I don't see anything else to interact with, really.
Click on
Except
the
the
door.
door.
Yep.
Like if I hold and click. The window looks like it flashed, but
Yeah, maybe it's. I don't know.
yeah, I'll just do this.
When you opened the door, who was it?
There were 2 men. One of them was pointing a gun at me.
Okay. So I click on the dudes.
I had to go back to interact. I was on walk
Do
for
you
some reason.
remember what they looked like?
Both wore uniforms. Brown ones, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, brown uniforms. Were they
Did they belong
Wehrmacht?
to the Wehrmacht?
No.
I don't
Not
know what Wehrmacht is.
And not police either. Maybe some kind of party officials or something. One of them was small, thin. He wore glasses, I remember that.
Looks like the guy from Papers, Please. with
The
the-
second man was bigger. He was the one pointing the gun at me. He seemed to be in charge.
What made you think that?
He had 2 golden stripes on his uniform, and he was bossing the small one around. He yelled and waved his gun around to scare me.
Let me stop you for a second. These stripes on his uniform.
Okay. So looking for a brown uniform. That first one, I guess, was the brown.
2 golden stripes.
Yep.
Could one of these be the badge you saw?
Let me see. Yes. That's the one here. The local group leader. That's the one.
That is very useful. Thank you. Please continue.
They
Okay.
demanded to speak to Mr. Naumann. The gun was still there and
Like, naturally,
I
the
was
Nazis
just
are
so
idiots and they
afraid I
get the
couldn't
wrong
even
guy.
move. Hans came down and asked them what
Unless
they
he just, like,
wanted.
sacrificed himself for his son.
They demanded to know if there was anyone with us. When we said no, the smaller guy looked in the other rooms. He found no one. It was only Hans and I. Then the big one told Hans that he had to come with them for questioning.
It's interesting.
Did they say why they were questioning him?
No, they did not. They ignored Hans when he asked for their reason. Then everything happened so fast. The small one said they'd let him go if our son would turn himself in. Then they just herded him out, like an animal.
Let me just see what it says.
Oh, so this looks like you can walk.
That is kind of like Oberdin, but you can't do anything.
Oh, no.
You can't. I can't walk out until she finishes her story, but now I can continue
Oh,
examining
so it's very
things.
much like Oberdin.
Yeah.
So, but there's a point you have to
Did you
get
see
to before you can
something
walk
outside?
around, I guess? Or is that just
It
holding
has
us
been a
back?
while,
For...
I think it's when
I'm
she's
not
just done with the
exactly
basic
sure.
story.
Mm.
There was a car, I think. Yes, yes. One of those big, terrible trucks that they used.
I remember them. They were just everywhere.
Okay.
Or what does it do when you hit hint? I'm just curious.
It just tells you what the next thing you're supposed to do is, I think.
Oh, it just tells you your cask. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering. Where is she? We had to
I
examine
can't
her.
go upstairs.
Where'd she go? Where's Ludmilla?
Well, this is still us, like, interrogating her.
Oh, okay.
So we're just...
You're just making sure we got everything in this
yeah, I'm just
room.
making sure we didn't miss anything else
I
interactable.
think we're good. It's a very simple, small room.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you're not... the hat rack did not need that.
This was the last time I saw him alive.
Sorry, Ludmilla.
Me and my son never got the chance to say goodbye.
What
Tell
was
me
that
about
man's
this
comment about your
son.
Jan. He was living with us at that time, but he didn't show up that night or the following. He got into some trouble. Bad trouble.
Do you think the men were looking for your son?
I believe so, yes. At least that's what they said.
Oh,
Wait
okay.
a second. I think it was mentioned somewhere.
See, I don't know, like, what the consequences if I don't interrupt her. Like,
Right. Like, are we just adding to, like, a long time? Or, you know what I mean? Or is it important?
Please, take a look.
Oh God. Here it is. He recognized him as Jan Naumann. I can't believe there was proof all along.
I don't know if that's proof.
And the former prosecutor just dismissed it. How could he?
I wish I knew. I am really sorry.
Or, like, proof that they believe that they
Please,
killed
continue.
his
What
son. I
happened
don't know.
upon your son's return?
When Jan finally came back, it was already too late. We asked the authorities about Hans, but they pretended not to know anything. After war, my husband was found dead in a forest nearby,
Such a shame.
shot. I believe he died the same day they took him.
I would really like to talk to your son about it.
You and I both, dear. But I am afraid that's not possible.
Don't tell me the son is dead.
Jan died only a few months
Oh.
after his father. Pneumonia.
Poor Ludmilla.
Hans was innocent. They killed him, and that's murder. No matter what they call it.
I hear you. Mrs.
She's
Norman.
suggesting it would have been okay to kill her son.
Please, Miss Katz. Will you find the man?
I promise.
I
I
promise.
will find out who is responsible for
We
your
are gonna get
husband's
them.
death.
Thank you.
We will let you know if we have enough for an indictment.
meh.
Yes. Paula will
That
have to
tone
leave.
and changed so
Goodbye.
quick.
Yeah.
I should update Mr. Bauer.
Okay, bye.
I promise I will bring the killers of your husband to justice. But first I have to see if I have enough for an indictment.
That's kind of.
That's a bit,
Plus, like, I don't know. Like, in this particular case, like, I don't
Hello,
know.
Miss Katz. Any news regarding the Naumann case?
I don't know. I don't think it's
Yes, I
surprising.
think so.
I don't know if it's
After
surprising.
talking to Mrs. Naumann, it seems like Hans Naumann was indeed innocent. The men were looking for his son, Jan Naumann. When they couldn't find Jan, they took Hans instead, the father.
I assume that's what Miss Naumann told you. But are you sure she is telling the truth?
According to the files, the man they were looking for had climbed up a flagpole, torn down a flag, and beaten up a block warden when he was caught in the act. Hans Naumann was 77 years old at the time. Of course, there are older men who are in good shape, but
Pulling down a flag and beating someone up seems unlikely. I understand.
yes,
I see, but why did the man take him if they knew he was innocent?
I don't know.
I think they had to take someone.
considering the times, They might have been afraid of coming back empty-handed.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or they could have hoped their actual suspect would turn himself in, hearing his father was taken.
Highly illegal, even back then. Not uncommon, though. But why did they shoot the old man?
I don't know if we know yet.
That I don't know yet. But I believe this is definitely a case for us.
It is, indeed. I will officially reopen the investigations tomorrow. You need to find out who was at the crime scene when Hans Naumann was shot.
This game's a slow burn, isn't it?
This
I'd
game is a
start
slow
with
burn.
an investigation in the files of the first investigation.
This is,
Excellent. Let's get this case to court, Miss Katz. And be mindful of time. We do not have nearly enough.
I'm gonna wager that we're gonna go home for the day right after this.
no, it seems like it, because they said, oh, tomorrow I'll reopen the case.
Mr. Peters has agreed to
Oh,
look over
no.
and help you out. Present your findings. Prove your claims. Please reach out to him.
I'll do what I can.
No, thank you.
I need
So,
Paula to get me more information on the suspects. And I suppose I should share the good news with Peters. Just great.
he'll be thrilled.
And that poor woman. She lost everyone she loved in a matter of a few months. I really hope we can help her.
I hope so too.
Anything I can do?
Invade a witness.
I need you to invite a potential witness.
I've got something that might help
Why
us
would
with
they
that.
come and witness?
I looked into the NSDAP local group from the original investigation. Only a few documents survived the bombing, but I found a group photo and a member list from a few years before the incident. I took the liberty of marking the suspects. One of them, Mr. Schwarz, is dead.
But can I get any of the other three?
I mean, I don't know.
Please invite Mr. Kiebitz.
Pick one, I guess.
Reach out immediately.
Thanks.
Anything else?
I don't think we need anything at the moment.
Thank you, Paula.
I'm just gonna go
will
see
be all
that
for now.
dick at the end of the
Here
office.
if you need
End
anything.
of the hall.
But why is it telling us we can have documents? What documents do we need?
I need some. The member list is
Oh,
handy,
okay.
but I'd still need something more about our suspects. Can you get me their files?
I'll reach out to the Berlin Document Center. But, just so you know, they tend to take their time. Anything else?
Nope.
Thank you, Paula. That will be all for now.
That'll be
Here if
all,
you
Miss
need
Paula. Now, where's the jerk's office?
Right next to where we were. I think.
There's Fritz.
No, like on the other side.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I thought, but then when you said where we were, I was like, kitty! Resist the urge to pet the kitty every single time.
I mean, we got an achievement the first time we
I
did
had a
it.
talk with Mr. Bauer.
So if we do it 100 times, maybe we'll get another achievement.
To work together.
I mean,
I've heard
I'm
it.
willing to make sacrifices.
I'm not happy about it either.
Yeah, I hate you too, bro. I wonder what their history is. It sounds like they were like school rivals.
Yes, I've heard you, Katz.
But I wonder
Fine.
if there was more to it.
Here's what we're going to do. Let's just
He's
call it
clearly a
truce. I won't
misogynist.
interfere with your casework if you stay away from mine. Agreed?
Which means we're gonna be interfering probably at some point.
Peters?
We're gonna find out he's like messing
But
something
I'm not
up.
getting into that. And as for this whole preparing you for court situation, I swear to God. But there is no point discussing it before you've met the witnesses anyway.
Thank you for thinking I'm a total beginner.
Oh, you're welcome. Someone has to do it, since Mr. Bauer apparently overestimates your
If
abilities.
we were in school together,
Anyway,
which sounds like we
Get through
were,
at least some of your witnesses.
then we
can get
probably
it
have
over
the same amount of
While we're at it,
experience,
don't
no?
forget to bring some evidence. I don't want us to improvise the whole thing.
There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it.
We're so short on time. I'm gonna go for
Yeah.
the day after I've done 2 things
Yeah.
every day.
Oh my gosh.
Certainly selling the whole we're short on time part.
Yeah, so for any lawyers watching, can you just tell me if that's how your workday goes, if you just get to do 2 things?
Like, oh, I invited a witness to come talk to me tomorrow. I'm done. Going home.
I mean, if so, I might be interested in a change of career.
Yeah.
I like this animation.
All right. First suspect.
I thought we'd be further along.
Yeah. The first hour of this game has been...
Good morning, Miss Katz.
An hour.
Yeah. I guess like maybe subsequent cases
Miss
will
Katz.
be at like a faster pace. We won't be
Katz.
learning and just be like, okay, get this, get that,
Miss
go.
Katz. Miss Katz.
What? Okay, so you have nothing to say to me? Okay, go to my office.
It's like, yo, Katsy, how you doing?
All right, check my inbox. What's in my inbox today?
Inbox. Okay. Talk to Mr. Bauer. No end to the Suez Crisis.
Okay.
I don't know if it's
Just color.
It's just setting the scene, yeah.
Miss Katz.
And yet 2 seconds later she calls us. Katz!
You asked me to contact Hermann Kiewitz. Just arrived.
Thank you, Paula. I'll be joining you in a minute.
All right. Let's talk to her first and see if we could figure out like what his rank was or something.
Miss Katz!
Miss Katz?
Miss Katz.
Miss Katz!
Miss Katz?
Miss Katz.
Miss
Katz!
No.
Turn around. You have the...
Yes, I do have the mouse. There we go. Conference room.
Good morning. My name is Esther Katz.
A pleasure, miss. Could you tell me how long I have to wait for the prosecutor?
Mr. Kiewitz,
Oh.
I'm the prosecutor here.
Oh, modern times, I guess. How long will this take?
Jerk.
It will take as long as it takes.
It's all right, miss. I'm just asking.
Let's get started, shall we? This is about the arrest of Hans Naumann in Munich on April 28, 1945. According to a witness, 2 men picked up Mr. Naumann from his apartment. Were you one of them?
You're pretty. You know that?
Mr. Kiewitz, were you one of those men?
No, I wasn't. We drove to the house. Then our group leader and Mr. Schickert got out of the car to arrest the man. Then they tossed the old man into the car and headed to the district office.
The district office. Where was it located?
We just had moved it into the basement of an old
I was gonna say, it looks
Still
like
stuffed
Pirates of
with
the Caribbean
beer
over here.
bottles and barrels. District leader Schwartz came out and gave the command.
Okay. So hold space to enable the heads-up display. Sure, let's do that.
Ta-da!
Oh, okay, nice. Okay, interact. What's interactable here? Anything else? Okay, what did he say?
What command? What did he say?
He ordered us to execute the man. Then he left. I felt uneasy. This wasn't right.
Okay, so we're walking, and we're walking.
What if you click on it? Can you click on that?
Just walk there.
We followed group
That's my
leader
first thought, but
Faulkner
then I
to the
wasn't sure.
cell. There was
Peter
tension.
Faltman.
Okay.
This must be the cell.
This absolutely looks like Pirates of the Caribbean.
I mean, it does.
With the like jail cells, like at the bars and the
Mm-hmm.
rum barrels and stuff. Okay, we're in a cell.
Okay.
Could you describe the cell?
Very basic. Mattress, window, chair.
If you thought you were doing the right thing, I don't think you would have dumped his body in the woods.
Hmm.
What was Mr. Falkman doing?
Group leader Falkman seemed to hesitate. He shared my concerns about killing the old sod. He told us to wait.
Okay, and then?
Yet Schickert insisted. He referred to that new order about dealing with insurgents. He was such a stickler for the rules. He
But
could
there's
be
already a
really
lie here.
annoying about these things.
Because, see the small guy with glasses?
Yeah.
That's who we're talking to now. He was in the house.
Is that who we're talking to now?
Yeah.
I
Because this is the group leader, and this is Schickert,
I thought it might be him,
This is
but I wasn't sure.
bespoke
Maybe this is
adhesive
something-
labels.
Yeah, we're talking to Klebitz.
What did he say?
Kibitz.
He yelled he would report us to the Gestapo. Faced with this open threat of being denounced,
No, but he was
we
there.
did not dare to act.
Oh, he said he wasn't at the house, but we
Correct.
know. I got you.
He said it was stickers and the group leader were there,
Okay.
but stickers was not in the house.
See, when he said it wasn't him, I was like, oh, maybe it wasn't him. It was another guy with glasses.
No, because now we know what everyone looks like from this flashback.
The tension was strong. Group leader Faltman ordered us to wait once more, but Schickert drew his gun and shot him.
I wonder what the leads are about.
Okay.
Gotcha.
What weapons did the people present have? Standard issue equipment?
We could wish. Those were the last days. We had almost nothing left. Rifles, pistols, ammunition. We had to use whatever was somehow left, or what we managed to get out of.
Yeah, look, he was there 6 days.
Interesting. I should ask Paula if she can find any information about this. Were the compartments prepared to host prisoners?
Kind of. We adjusted them so our prisoner could stay there for interrogations and not get out.
For how long were the prisoners held in these cells?
Mostly around a week.
Okay, that tracks with the thing.
Being locked in a cell like this, not knowing what would happen next. This must have
I
been
wonder
so
what
hard.
investigation rating does for us.
Don't know.
There was a pop-up earlier on it. We didn't do it.
We could check out the tutorial later.
How did you ensure the energy supply?
The district struggled to produce enough energy. There were frequent power failures. For emergency, we had a generator. If worst came to worst, we used oil lamps.
Was your local group in contact with other local groups?
Just in Bavaria, there were 28 local groups. We were in constant contact with them.
I can still hear the sirens in my head. They seem to last forever, but it may just have been a minute full of despair, if you survived it. I think I'm still missing something. Were there any other prisoners at that time?
Obviously, yes. We had to put the traitors somewhere. We adapted part of the storage rooms as cells.
Spending entire days in a damp cellar. They must have been bored and tried to pass the time. What were your local group's responsibilities in the very last days of the war?
We were responsible for all concerns and for many households within Munich.
Okay.
Above all, we tried to eliminate insurgencies.
Why did you relocate the office?
Because of a big air raid. We wanted to be underground.
Makes
We
sense.
hoped that we would be safer.
Yo ho, yo ho.
Wait, is there an interact here? Yeah.
How many people were in your local group?
Around 10, but we were never all present at the same time due to shifts and different responsibilities. 11, 12. No, we were down to 11 then. The Gestapo took Ludolf back in January.
So
What did
the
they do to
Gestapo threat
Ludo?
wasn't something new. What were Mr. Schwarz's responsibilities as a district leader?
He was responsible for organizing relief measures for the party during air raids.
This is very exposition
Coordinating
dense.
local groups, providing food and emergency.
Really, we're not adding much value to
He had
this.
also found a brewery for us
But
in
honestly, like, do we need all this
Should
information?
consider the chain of command.
I mean, unclear,
Yeah.
right?
Give me a good solving screen, please. Give me a pinboard. Give me...
Was Mr. Schwarz involved in
Something.
the execution?
He gave the orders, but the members of the local group were responsible for carrying them out. Surely you can't expect a busy man like the district leader.
So
to
what's weird
attend
is that he's already
every
blaming
execution
stickers for shooting the
There was
guy,
no
but
execution
lying.
in the files I got. it exists.
about something.
I should check if I can get my hands on it.
About whether he was at the
About whether or not he was in the house. But, like, it seems to me if you were going to, like, try and cover up this crime, you would blame it on Schwartz, because he's already dead.
Well, maybe he's trying to just absolve himself for arresting the wrong guy.
How did you and Mr. Schickert get along?
He and I didn't have much to do with each other. We were just part of the same local group. He was no feast for the eyes, a cranky guy, strange, always strict with his work, but annoying from time to time. He was obsessed with Prussian virtues.
What were your responsibilities in your local group?
Most of the time I accompanied District Leader Schwartz and drove him when he needed a driver. He knew how to convey power and discipline.
Interesting. I should ask Paula if she can find any information about
Well, that
this.
might be interesting. Like, if the way to
Paula's
link him might
working
be if
on
he was the only one
Mr.
who drove, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
He was a good leader and a better man.
Oh, but he said he admitted to have
It was a
driven him. He
pleasure
just
to work
said he
with
didn't go in the
him.
house.
Even though some people might have disagreed, we had our share of malcontents in the group. But he knew how to deal with them effectively.
Interesting. I should ask Paula if she can find any information about this.
Curious what all these, like, leads are.
How was your relationship to Mr. Schwartz?
He treated me fairly and friendly. I learned a lot from him.
Okay.
Learned a lot from a bigger Nazi. Why can we not just execute him immediately?
Did Mr. Schwartz even get
Yeah,
to
I mean,
see
like,
the
due
victim
process
Hans
doesn't
Norman?
exist.
Look,
Entirely
were
sure.
you a Nazi?
He was in
Yes.
his office when we brought the perpetrator,
Get
The
out of
victim.
here. Go to the gulag.
victim, into a cell.
If Schwartz didn't see the victim,
Go to
did
the...
he know they had the wrong
What is this? Go to the
What
brig.
did he know?
Sorry?
Go to the brig.
The brig?
Yeah.
Again?
No, I'm saying we should send the Nazis to the brig.
Oh, send the Nazis to the
Because
brig.
we're in Pirates of
I
the
thought
Caribbean.
I
You thought I was
apologize.
telling you what to do.
I thought you were telling me what to do.
Oh.
And I'm like, well, like I could go back there, but I think we
Why
found everything.
don't I need a can of spray paint?
Yeah.
The window? Did you look at the window?
There's a great story my grandfather had about
How long did Mr. Feldman talk
a portrait of Adolf Hitler
Yes, it was
that they found in World War II.
Couldn't have been
I think it was in a private home that they had taken over, and they found this portrait and they completely defaced it. But before he did that, he took a picture of it, and they wrote on the back, "You should see it after we were done with it." Still have that photo somewhere.
Yeah, I would love to see it.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I would like to see that.
Yep. It is actually in this room with us. I will find it for you once we're done recording.
I was kind of worried if this was a tall tale, so I was going to say, is the photo in the room with us now? And apparently it is.
Yeah, the photo is. Yes, it is.
They must have had petrol to run the generator.
Okay.
Or to destroy evidence.
Oh, both.
We had these oil lamps everywhere. In the bathroom, in the living room. in the
Yeah, so we're like reliving her Holocaust experience too while we look at
You
this.
said Mr. Schickert shot him with his gun.
Because
What
she
was
would have
it?
been like a teenager.
His service weapon? What model?
Well, when it ended.
Service
Child
weapon,
for
I
most of it.
suppose. And I don't remember the model.
So they
I've
shot him
never
in
been good with
here.
I know what weapon was used to
She
kill him.
kind of knew,
I
but...
just need to know who had it.
Okay.
Interesting.
There was some stuff with the weaponry in the files.
Yeah, like this is all stuff we have to get our legal assistant to go research for us to add to the case file. But I think now we found everything. I just double checked the brig and found something new. Just double checked the end of the hallway, found something new. This door won't open. This door won't open.
Oh, can I have some grog before we go?
Okay, but whoop.
Were summary executions common?
In those days, yes.
Well, dear.
How did Mr. Schwartz's office
Nazis.
look like?
Quite fancy given the...
Why is this just triggering now?
That's
leather
weird.
chair, massive
Somehow
oak
missed it the
desk.
first time.
District Leader Schwartz cared about showing off.
You didn't walk through the right pixel, I guess.
Yeah. I was speed running. I dodged the event trigger. This does not feel like speedrunning in the slightest, but... Okay. I see, here's the thing, like, this doesn't feel like Oberdin, in that, like, in Oberdin you could always walk back in and find something else. I feel like once I'm done with this, like, I'm done. If I miss some testimony, it's gone.
I don't know, you might be able to access it back through the notebook.
Maybe.
Might be able to be like, oh, let's re-examine that testimony.
So what you are saying is, Schickert shot the old man against Mr. Feldman's order?
Exactly.
That's horrible.
These are brutal events you're getting to hear here. Are you sure you're up for it? Honestly, no one would think this is a job for a woman. What do you have to...
Ah, that's sexist.
What is he filing a complaint? That she's a woman?
That
Yes.
will not be necessary,
Sure.
Mr. Kiewitz. My superior knows quite well that I am up for it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have this job. Thank you for your time, Mr. Kiewitz.
Bye.
Miss Katz.
Get
I
the
should
hell out of
update
my
Mr. Bauer.
office.
First thing...
I need some additional files. One of the suspects mentioned something interesting about Mr. Feldman. Could you check if there was anything strange happening with his subordinates? Threats, blackmail, anything?
Of course. I'll start looking. Anything else?
Is there any chance some files regarding the group members' responsibilities...
It's interesting though, like, you don't have to think. You can just go ask, you know what I mean? You can just get on the list. Like, you didn't have to actually figure anything out.
Well, like, we had to make these things appear on the list by touching the right
I
things.
need information on the equipment used by the local group. Weapons, mainly. As bureaucratic as the NSDAP was, they must have kept some sort of record.
On it.
According to the suspects, the shooting was ordered by the deceased Mr. Schwartz. But I saw
we
no
found all the
copy of such an
documents, it
order in the
says.
original case's files.
That's weird. I'll look into it right away.
Thanks.
There's a chance that Mr. Schwartz did not see the victim himself. If that's the case, my question is, what did he see? What did he know? when he
Oh,
ordered the
so they're
execution?
saying that they
I'm
think
going to need
Schwartz might
whatever
have
files would have been on his
ordered the
desk on that
execution
day.
without realizing
All
it
that
was
he
the wrong
would know about the
person.
victim.
Maybe.
Arrest report, personal file, records, intake forms, whatever there is.
That's quite a wide net. I'm on it.
Hop to it.
Anything else?
Kangaroo lady. Because she has an Australian accent.
Should we invite the next witness?
Any updates on the suspect's personnel files?
I've made the request, but no news since then.
That's actually kind of funny
Remains
because he was
solid
standing
as
right in front of her
always.
the whole time.
I need you
Invite a
to invite a
witness.
potential witness.
Of course. Who should I reach out to?
I mean, I
Stickers.
kind of want stickers
Please
first.
invite Mr.
Stickers,
Schickert next.
stickers.
We'll reach out immediately.
Oh, and did you have the chance to talk to Mr. Wormwood yet?
Was I
He
supposed
found
to?
the blueprint of the old brewery that you might find useful.
Oh, okay.
It's where the
How was I
district
supposed to know
office
that
was
until you
located
just
at
told
the
me?
time of
Jeez.
Mr. Nauman's arrest.
Thank you, Paula. That will be all for now.
Well,
Like, we didn't
I'm
even
sure
know there was
glad
a brewery
that
until we
is
just
over.
interviewed this
A
dude.
second more, and I might have punched him myself.
Okay. Right here.
Ed,
Oh, sorry.
Right?
day,
Fine
Mr.
with skipping,
Wormwood.
to be honest.
actually, would you mind if
Sure.
Go ahead.
am I wrong, or have you and our resident pessimist met before?
Hmm.
I mean, Simon. Or
We
Just
do
cut
know
that
each
tension
other.
with a knife, can't
Not
you?
closely, but enough. We studied together. We didn't really get on well, though. We did even worse than here, so that's saying something. I didn't really expect to see him for a while after that, to be honest. Especially not here. Not someone who'd take a job like this. Or so I thought. So yes, we've met before.
was he always this much of an ass?
He actually got better, if you'd believe it.
No.
Really, he was much worse.
Yikes.
So, what about you?
Me?
What do you make of him?
Oh, he's a nasty piece of work. Unpleasant to be around. He makes everyone around him miserable.
Oh,
It's not
But
just me.
he's a capable prosecutor. Very capable indeed. I'm glad he's on our side. Anyways, is there something else I can help you with?
Paula told me you have something for me. Some sort of blueprint?
Right. Let me just see what a mess. I've been just...
Okay.
Altöttinger Straße. As we can hardly access the original crime scenes, blueprints like they are what you will be using in court to reconstruct your case.
Thank you.
It's not a problem at all. We need to have each other's backs here. So,
Thanks.
who do you think did it?
I'm sorry?
The old man who shot him.
Oh, we can build our theory. You could move people around. So I'm a little confused.
So the course of the crime, 5 steps, each step connected with a question that we can answer by reconstructing the blueprint.
So
to answer
where's the-
Christoph's question. Whoop, sorry.
Jump to step 5. So we're supposed to know this already?
No, I think it's just showing us the mechanism.
Okay. Somebody gave the order. Who was it who gave the order? It was Stickers? Yeah, Faultman.
Oh, I see.
Yes, you're saying Faultman was the one who said no. He's saying Stickers
I think
shot
it
him.
could have been Feldman.
Taking
What?
the matter into his own hands wouldn't be the first
Why
time
did you just
something
tell
like
him
that
the wrong
happens.
thing?
And is that what your witness told you?
No. My witness is a liar, though.
No, it isn't.
Already doubting his story? Probably for the best.
I
I'd
like
say
how
a
it's
healthy
like,
dose of skepticism is
whatever you've
crucial when
answered is gonna
dealing
be
with
just
people from
fine.
This sort of cases. Our role isn't to retell the testimonies in court, but to build theories of what actually happened, which might be different from what any witness tells you. But here I go, babbling away.
I mean, Sticker's already lied to us,
Shouldn't
so.
keep you any longer.
We didn't meet
Hope you
Stickers.
find the blueprint useful.
We met
I mean, that's Sticker's on. What's his name lied to us already?
Lee. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, glasses.
Don't worry. I'd
There's
say
glasses, Stickers, and the big guy.
Schwartz.
And Schwartz.
I wouldn't bother. What does she mean by that?
Did Bauman leave for the day?
I don't know, but why did she just yell, I don't
Miss
bother?
Katz, how can I help you?
Did you see Mr. Bauer?
I wish I did. He got a call and had to leave.
Oh, okay.
Urgently. Let me tell you, he was in quite the rush.
Let's break
Learning
into his
something about
office.
Argentina, of all places.
Guess I won't be updating him today.
One of our people escaped to Argentina.
Thank you, Paula. That will be all for now. There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day.
You know, possibly by calling these witnesses one by one.
He might be tipping them off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're onto something there.
Yeah, so prosecutors. Per petition support. I wonder if there's going to be someone important on here. Or maybe these are, these look like fake names, so maybe these are like...
Patrick Power Natman Meyer. These are the Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I couldn't remember. I was like,
Yeah, these are the Kickstarter backers.
who gave the gave the bucks. Cool.
Good for you, Kickstarters.
Yeah,
Okay.
we like it. Alrighty.
I mean, I always smile when I play Thimbleweed Park.
Yep.
Um,
I always smile when I play Thimbleweed Park because it's one of my favorite games. But also because we were in the Kickstarter.
well, we did one thing, so it's time to call it a day.
Yeah. So prosecutors, tell me this is how you act. You do one thing and go home, and you call different witnesses in every day individually, so they can tip off their comrades.
That seems to be how it
Just
goes.
let us know if this is accurate.
Functioning free press is simply crucial to the...
Wait, shh, I think she's coming up.
Uh-oh. We have to go talk to a reporter.
Have you seen the news yet?
Is that why someone spit at me?
Looks like it.
So, what were you saying about these news?
Oh, there's an article.
These
in
news.
Katz. Have you seen it?
It's about me.
That tabloid?
That might still be too nice a word for him. A filthy rag, slandering you with lies, Miss Katz.
Right.
Good. Yes, that's exactly the reaction. No reaction. They aren't worth worrying about. Don't even give it a second thought, Miss Katz. It's lies. All of it.
Uh-oh.
If there are
Yeah, I
any,
was gonna say the
it
same.
means we're on the right track.
That's the spirit.
It is.
I mean, that's how you prosecute Nazis. You are not going to prosecute anybody
You gotta be.
entrenched in the system of power without the system of power persecuting you.
You gotta be brave.
That's how all of this
Oh,
works.
What's this about?
Hold on.
That's weird.
Civil codes, Bereichsgesetz, Seneca. and some Franke and Neumann. Quite a collection. Wait, is that a Sachenspiegel? I think Dad had a copy of this.
Wochenspiegel? I like the German words.
So what is... Okay.
The leads to follow.
We just haven't used
Can we
this
look
yet.
at leads to follow for a sec?
Which one was it, this one?
Who ordered the execution? We want to know if they knew he was innocent. Who resisted the order? Okay. But we don't know what the murder... She said she knows what the murder weapon is, but I don't know...
I mean, I think the answer here is, like, it actually doesn't make sense. Like, it looks like, what's his name? The group leader is the one who was threatening to send people to the Gestapo, not Stickers. So, like, it seems more in character.
So maybe they're throwing Stickers under the bus to, like,
he's
the group leader.
I think he's trying to,
We gotta check our inbox.
Wait, that's not our office. This is our office. Yeah, I think he's trying to, cover for the group leader.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
That's why I guessed that in the blueprint tutorial thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Found a letter concerning his subordinates. Suspect was arrested. Stieg is serving a prison. I didn't read it.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Group driver for the district. Leaders, that's him.
Well,
that's glasses.
I mean, I don't think it is. I think he's lying.
Are you saying he wasn't the driver?
I think if we get his ID number, his member number, we can prove it.
Well, here's all the weapons.
So we know who had...
It was a Browning, I think they said, right?
This one? Was the murder weapon?
One of the two Brownings. There's two that have Browning. Oh, his order was for Jan.
Interesting.
Okay. So they knew they weren't supposed to kill Hans. Oh, look. It's like...
They started writing his name and crossed it out.
Mm-hmm.
Signed by Faltman.
Is it? Or is it?
Yeah, Alfred Faltman.
Okay. I thought that was like a K.
Or Alfred? I don't know. Fault. It was definitely Faltman.
Special Division found itself in the spotlight, concerned arrays about misuse of public funds, wasted on long-stalled cases. Okay.
Okay, I think we're gonna
go home. Obviously, we looked at one file.
Yeah.
Yes, Paula?
The witness you asked me to contact, Karl Schickert, just arrived.
Stickers.
Stickers.
I'll be joining you in a minute.
Joining you? I'm not joining you. Okay, so he's claiming Stickers did it.
So many smokers here. I doubt this office will ever be free of the cigarette smell.
Gross. Say, I have a pin board. Let me use it.
That's what my doctor said.
1945 was a different time.
The Bavarian...
Or 1957, as it were. Whatever year it is.
56.
Close enough. I don't even know what year it is right now.
I was expecting the first case to be like a quick tutorial case. This is...
And that is why you fail.
All I do is win. Okay. I haven't failed yet. Okay, let's go.
That was a Star Wars reference. That was for you.
Let's go. I know, but I wasn't failing. Miss Katz.
Miss Katz.
Oh, speaking of cats.
Miss Katz. Yeah, I miss cats. We gotta.
So, the dead flies on my desk. Your handiwork.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
We absolutely forgot to pet her yesterday.
That's why she...
We have to start from the beginning now, so we can get the achievement for petting her every day, which I'm sure exists. Okay.
If this game weren't so slow, I might agree to that.
We went in our office. We went to our inbox.
We go to the conference room.
We have to go to the conference room.
We gotta talk to Stickers.
Bespoke self-adhesive labels. stickers.
Mr. Schickert, I didn't expect you yet.
Arriving on time means you're 15 minutes late.
How German
He
of
is
you.
German.
How German of you.
Very traditional.
Nothing wrong with good traditional values.
Thank you for coming. My name is Esther Katz. I am the prosecutor in charge. I'll cut right to the chase. What happened on the 28th of April back in 45?
So, you're finally reopening the case, aren't you?
Finally, it seems like he
Yes,
wants
we
us
do.
to.
There are questions that have to be resolved.
It is time for some gentlemen to answer for what happened back then.
Just to be clear, you are referring to?
Kibitz and local group leader Feldman.
So, your superior and your colleague. What had happened?
So he's acting like he wasn't
That
part of
day,
it.
Feldman, Kibitz and I had captured an alleged insurgent. We had taken him to the district office and locked him in a cell. It was an old man.
Was his name Hans Naumann?
It's more than 10 years ago. I'm pretty certain that this was his name, yes.
Please describe the situation.
Shortly after, the two men came out. Pointing to the cells, the district leader gave the command.
Execute him.
What kind of command?
He ordered.
Can you tell me more about your local group?
We mainly wrote reports and helped in the district where help was needed.
What kind of help? You were Nazis. Big stupid Nazis. This is gonna be the same. I
Were
know,
your group's
different
actions
person.
documented?
Certainly, but that wasn't my task. District leader Schwarz. But most of those files were destroyed, unfortunately.
If somebody did stay with Schwarz, it could have been documented somewhere.
What does he mean by someone would stay with Schwarz?
For how long did Mr. Feldman talk
Like if there was
to
someone
Mr.
else in
Schwarz?
the...
It was just a short meeting.
If there's someone else in the bunker that we don't know about,
Oh, okay.
ask about everyone on the bulletin board.
How was working under District Leader Schwarz?
He was a strict man with defined values. Easy to work under because he was so organized and knew the strengths and weaknesses of each member.
In other words, he could manipulate people. That's my opinion.
How was working with Mr. Feldman?
A power-hungry bully who kisses his boss's butts and belittled his subordinates.
He's the one we
And
haven't
that's
spoken with yet, right?
fair on his good
Faultman?
side.
Yeah,
Let's say
we have not spoken to
his
Faultman yet.
threats shouldn't be taken lightly.
So Faultman would not be the one to say, "Oh, don't carry out the order."
No.
So one of these people is full of it, but this guy seems more credible than the first guy.
How did you and Mr. Kibitz get along? You both held the same title?
Mr. Kibitz. Yes, we both were local group members. We did not get along so well.
But Kibitz kind of... Oh, no. Kibitz made Faultman
How
sound
did you fit into this local group?
good. Blame
I have
stickers.
always proudly done my duty. I oversaw security.
So this guy's just off the bat just feels more credible, and I don't know if we're supposed to make anything of that.
Was there anything else in the office while we're here?
I didn't think
I feel like there were more
so.
things. The window, the stuff on the desk. No. The files on the desk.
What desk? What files?
Straight ahead. The gasoline, the radio.
Nothing, babe.
Okay. The door across has something.
That's where I was headed when you were...
Yeah.
Were there any other prisoners at that time?
No, the old man was the only one that day.
And the barrel had something.
I don't really understand
How
like
did the members of your group spend their free time?
They
interface.
went drinking together.
Well, he had
Like
barrels
me,
of grog.
I don't drink. I prefer being home early and getting a healthy sleep.
just the most German guy I've ever seen.
Was it common for prisoners to be executed?
No, we were a local group, not the SS.
Oh, that's interesting.
Wait, what?
She said she asked if it was common for people to be executed, and he said actually they weren't.
The district leader returned to his office together with Mr. Kibitz. Mr. Feldman asked me to follow him. Together we walked down the corridor
That's
to the
already
cell
different.
where the old man was kept.
I don't remember already.
Because Kibitz went down to the cell with them in Kibitz's story.
I can still hear the air.
Where's Kibitz in the story?
I remember.
In this story, he went back to Schwartz's office with
Pack your
him.
things. Get into the basement.
Oh, they were in the office, not the not the cell.
Was your local group in contact with other local groups?
We were in permanent contact with...
I should have written down like what. Well, we have everybody's story in their thing. But I wasn't paying that much attention into who was where.
How did you make sure you had enough electricity?
We had a generator for power outages and oil lamps.
I can see that.
Who prepared the cells for prisoners?
A few colleagues from the local group. It did not with a bucket and a mattress. It was done.
Just a bucket and that's it?
They were prisoners.
Rude. Cruel and unusual. So
What
this
did
is
Mr. Feldman
Feldman.
The group leader raised his voice.
So according to him, Feldman is like the total lackey of Schwartz, right? He would never have been
Do
like,
you
"Don't
remember
kill."
his
Yeah.
words?
So this is total
told me
opposite,
to
right? Because the other
shoot
guy
the
said
prisoner.
Feldman hesitated.
In fact, he said Feltman told them to stop twice.
Yeah, and this one
And
he's
did
saying
you shoot the
Feldman did
prisoner?
it.
I'm glad that we're interviewing them one at a time,
not.
days apart,
man was
so that
killed.
they can get their story straight when we're not in the room.
How did you come to this conclusion?
He was accused of...
Climbing
what was
up
it
a
again?
pole.
I remember someone
Right-click.
mentioned...
Just a second. I have that somewhere.
Sorry, I was holding the mouse last time there was a...
So I don't know how to do this yet. Where's the thing about the pole?
to the right. That one. And you go down.
That should be good enough.
According to this block warden's report, Mr. Naumann had torn down a Reich flag and beaten up the block warden.
Yes, that was it. Look, the man we had captured there. I'd have counted him lucky if he was able to get out of bed every morning. Besides,
I don't know. I
group
believe
leader
I
Feldman
believe Stickers.
himself
Like he's
had
making
said
sense.
earlier that we had only taken him hostage. Him and Kibitz had hoped that the perpetrator would turn himself in if they held the old man hostage.
Why did they assume that?
Because the perpetrator was the son of the old man. That's what they believed, at least.
Yeah, we knew kind of knew
So
that.
they had hoped the sun would come to
Yeah, they
get
hoped the
his...
sun would
Exactly.
come,
But
but he
you
didn't.
didn't think their plan would work?
Doesn't matter what I was thinking. You can't just go and take a fellow German hostage.
See, this guy
How
has
did
like
your superior take your
morals.
refusal?
Not well. He yelled, and I
Yeah,
argued.
we found the one Nazi with a conscience.
Do you remember your words?
I told him that it made no sense and that we should refrain from doing that.
I trust this guy's story
Group
more.
leader Feldman
I do.
Then threatened
This story
me.
makes much more sense.
He said he'd
And
report
also,
me to
I haven't found an
Gestapo,
obvious
that I would be
contradiction yet in
severely
it.
punished, possibly killed.
But you still refused.
I did. I just couldn't.
This is the first case. I'm just gonna say, like, this is the first case. I feel like this is long, even like by Phoenix Wright standards.
Yeah, well, I guess maybe they decided not to like tutorialize so heavily. Like, you know, maybe it's like we're used to things where it's like an easy first
I
case,
left
but
the
maybe
room.
that's not what they're
Outside
doing
the
here.
cell,
I mean, I
met
think we solved it
Kibitz,
already.
who was about
honestly.
to enter.
I'm not sure because we haven't interviewed the other guy yet.
Cocked. The next thing I hear is the
Oh, so he's saying it was glasses.
Yeah, see, we don't know yet. He's saying glass. We're gonna be able to figure out who had the gun. Okay, so he's saying glasses had it.
So there's anything else interactable? The stool, did you do? The window?
Nothing in here.
And then there was the radio, the panel, the generator on the right. Did you do both of those?
Uh-huh.
And there's the radio on the left.
Would you like the mouse?
Maybe.
DShmoo can be very hard to play games with sometimes because...
I get very fidgety when I'm not controlling things.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you relocate the office?
Because we don't want to get bombed?
Because of the big air.
I mean, if it's just a repeat of information we have, you could just, like, click through again.
Yeah,
Can I do a quick once-over before you leave?
Nope. You gotta trust me.
No, you're killing me.
Nope,
no.
you gotta trust me.
So what you are saying is that Mr. Kiebitz shot him.
So he's saying glasses did it.
But why would he do that? What was his reason?
But they didn't get along, so
What
maybe.
do I care about his reason? What he did was wrong. That's why I'm glad the case has been reopened. You break
I
the
believe
rules,
this guy.
you get punished. That's the way it should be.
We will make sure the right people face the consequences, Mr. Schickert. Thank you for coming in.
The pleasure is all mine. Goodbye, Miss Katz.
Interesting. The suspects contradict each other in multiple
They
aspects.
certainly do.
I should see if I can make some sense of this on the blueprint and get this meeting with Peters over with.
Okay, so we need to mess with
Miss
the
Katz,
blueprint.
there was a call for you. Actually, it was multiple calls.
Okay.
Oops.
Probably don't need to talk to her, but
Yes,
just need to
Paula?
go in her
It's your
office.
mother.
Did something happen? Is something wrong?
Oh no, everyone is doing fine. More than that, splendid.
Right.
She just wanted to talk to her daughter, very urgently.
Huh, okay.
Now that was quite an interesting development. Somebody sure is lying. But who? Can't say I envy your job right now, Miss Katz. Apart from that, how can I help you?
I need you to invite a witness.
Of course.
Just one man left.
Faultman.
Alfred Feitman.
Will do, Miss Katz.
Apart from that, how can I help you?
Are there any updates about the personal files?
I suspect I already sound like a broken record to the Berlin Document Center. Sadly, no news yet, but
Thank you, Paula. That will be all for now.
here if you need anything.
I feel like we just need to ask Glasses what his member number was. And then we're good, right?
Possible we have it somewhere? Possible we have something in the archive, or...
I mean, maybe.
No, I don't know if we would, though, because we didn't prosecute that case or whatever.
Go to our office, Esther Katz, prosecutor. Go to the blueprint. Right. So if we go here,
Schwartz, I think, was not in the room. Oh, he's in the office, yeah, right. So everybody says Faultman was in the room.
So hold on, they're all in the hallway. So far, they agree that Schwartz gave the order.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And if we believe Stickers, then Faultman and Stickers went to the cell,
Mm-hmm.
where Keebler and Schwartz went to the office.
Yeah.
Who resisted the order?
Stickers.
Stickers. And Faultman. A friend with the Gestapo. But then, not Schwartz. Keeblitz came back here. And shot.
Mm-hmm. So we might find out more information, though, but so far this is...
And Stickers went into the hallway.
This is Stickers' right? This is Stickers' version, basically.
So far, that's the version I believe, right?
Right.
So,
I'm thinking this might be... The truth might be somewhere in between, but okay, so let's...
yeah.
Okay, let's get out of this, and...
I mean, at this point, I imagine Keebler was in the hallway, probably, too.
I don't know.
Like, he must have heard the kerfuffle.
I don't know where you're getting that from, but okay, sure.
What does this do?
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Which would mean that Stickers maybe didn't actually see Feltman do it, but
didn't actually. Yeah. So maybe it could have been either Keebler or Feltman.
All right, let's close this because
So if we go back to step 5, right? Or step 4, like Feltman was in the cell. Okay, so that's my current theory of the case.
I'm not sure, but
You want to call our mother?
Oh yeah. I wanted to go talk to the silly guy about it.
Who do I want to call?
Katz.
Mom, what happened? You've been calling non-stop.
Essie, are you alright?
Oh, because of the newspaper article.
Yeah.
Where is this coming from, Mom?
The tabloid, of course. Didn't you read what that hack wrote about you?
I'm fine, Mom. Really.
But,
I mean it, Mom.
well, alright, if you're sure.
You're
You
sure.
poor thing. I just hope no one else figured out it was all about you. Oh, how embarrassing that
Oh,
would
shut
be.
up, Mom.
You can't be serious.
But I am. Very much so, Essie dear. People are confused enough about the origin of your father's name as is. Now, with that article, I'm just afraid of what other people might think of our family.
I see.
But enough of that.
I mean, she's clearly
Let's
Jewish.
focus on the now. I
Right.
have wonderful news, Essie.
But
What?
I would,
You
yeah.
can't just...
I just invited the Müllers for coffee this Saturday.
The
Just
Muellers.
talking about me destroying our family. And now you want to tell me all about the Müllers?
Oh, don't be like that. You have to come. I'm dying to show off my smart daughter.
Who are the Müllers? Do I even know them?
I don't think you have met them yet. They just moved into the piano floor of the house opposite.
Wait, did the Webers move out?
No, the other house. The Langs. You remember the Langs, right? Thomas Langs. He used to work at the bank.
Oh boy. This is gonna be some horrible childhood memory.
You used to play with
This
their
is
daughter.
feeling a little Oberdenish.
A ponytail. Always got her dress dirty. I just can't remember her name.
I really don't know who you're talking about. Anyway, I can't this weekend.
Unlock a buried memory.
Pity. The Müllers are really nice.
Popped an achievement.
And they have this good-looking son.
Of course they do.
Mom!
All right, just mentioning it. No ulterior motive.
I will say this game is very realistic to the plight of
I need to get
women
back to work now, Mom.
A shame.
who have careers.
Back to me soon, will you?
You know,
Sure.
like no one
Bye,
takes
Mom.
you seriously.
Bye, Esther.
You have to deal with idiots. Your old-fashioned mom, thinks you should be home, like baking sauerkraut.
Baking sauerkraut. Go home and marinate some sauerkraut, JShmoo,
Think of
okay?
like a German food. Okay. Gotta go make some pfeffernuss and
And bratwurst.
yeah, pretzels.
Und beer.
Yes, pretzels und beer. That's what I should be doing.
Well, every time it says new document available, like I get confused. Does that mean in our case file, or does that mean like we have to ask her for
I
something?
think probably in the case.
Like, do we have to talk to him about anything today?
The
Like,
door is locked.
okay, I guess
Probably
not.
not. Update Mr. Bauer.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Mr. B?
Miss Katz, I take it you're sparring with Mr. Peters when...
Oh, we didn't even talk to him.
He was very collegial.
Maybe yesterday.
Yes, I've heard the two of you don't see eye to eye.
I don't know.
I'm
If you've
glad to
played
see
this
it
game
hasn't
before, let us
caused
know if this is like a
issues.
weird skip or if this is
Now, how's
normal.
your work progressing?
I've interrogated 2 of our suspects. They contradict each other in almost all of their claims. Can't even agree on who was present for the murder. They're shifting blame. One says Schickert shot. One, Kiebitz did. And there's no definitive proof for either version.
So
There's literally a smoking gun.
Unfortunate, but not unexpected. Very well, considering the nature of this investigation, I'd say it's still proceeding apace.
Unless they both
One
have the
suspect
same
left.
weapon, I don't know.
Hopefully, he will be able to clarify some of our doubts. Either him or the finds.
So that's interesting. If we had invited them in a different order,
Court.
would this have
Once
been
you've heard the
different?
final testimony,
Like if we had heard the two who agreed first.
Or maybe no two agree. Maybe this is always the same. You know what I
reconstructing
mean?
the cause
Yeah.
of the crime and finding proof that would back it. As mentioned, Mr. Peters will help you out. Teach you how to present your findings
Shut
and
up.
claims. It will help you to familiarize yourself with the ins and outs of court.
I'm 28 years old. I have graduated law school. I don't need
From the same class as Mr. Peters.
Yeah.
That's why I
hell.
urge you to start with your training right away and build your theory.
Well, if I could
Once
interview
you
more
hear
than
from all
one
witnesses,
suspect a
you
day,
need to move to
I
court
might
quickly.
be able to go
Hope
a
it's
little
all clear?
faster.
Of course.
No, none of this is clear, to be very honest with you. I don't know why you just want me to go to sleep all the time. Reconstruct the crime. Okay, we can go. What's that office that's lit up over there?
That's our office on the right?
No, on the left. Is it the conference room? Not that one. Or
Sure.
maybe this is the conference or a different room. Okay, I was just curious. The one you have to pass the cat for. I was just curious. Maybe Peter's office. So, but we already did
We
reconstruct.
did that already. Let's just click in and out of it and see what it says.
Okay.
Okay. Play. Stop. Exit. Does that count?
Reconstruct. Maybe we have to talk to Peter. Okay, or not. Oh my god, can we get to more than one person?
Miss Katz.
Oh, good you're here. Mr. Peters asks me every 5 minutes where you are and when you're coming. Not only Peter's patience is growing thin.
Is everything okay?
I don't want to sound unprofessional, but working with him is a pain. Why does he always have to be so rude?
I don't know what his problem is, but I have little hope that it will ever get better.
Well, I hope you're wrong.
So we have an hour and 45 minutes in. I'm hoping we can
I'd like to get to
this
court.
by the 2-hour mark. Where's Peter's office?
Over here.
Peter. Oh, Peter's office. I keep forgetting if he's Simon Peters or Peter Simons.
Be ready then.
I think so. How are we going to do that?
I will act as defense and court, and you will do your part.
What does switch mean? Oh, switch.
What do you mean exactly?
You
Switch
are
actions.
Got it.
Katz. No case too hard. Remember?
Obviously.
You present your prosecution, support your conclusions with evidence, and win the and I'm trying to stop you from doing should be a piece of cake for one
Fun
of us.
fact, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a lawyer. And then I realized it wasn't all just like standing in court and yelling and arguing with people and explaining that I'm right. And that
And
a
it
lot
was
of-
mostly writing.
Yeah, I do actually like writing, but yeah.
His execution was ordered by Herbert Schwarz, the district leader for the city of Munich. As the senior member of the NSDAP involved in the crime, he bears the main responsibility for Mr. Norman's death.
And he knew
Mr.
it was the
Schwarz
wrong
is
person.
unfortunately deceased, and as such cannot be tried. This does not, however, absolve his subordinates of their culpability.
Objection. According to the witness statement, it was Mr. Schickert who gave the order. Can you support your claims with meaningful evidence?
Certainly, Mr. Chairman. If you would take a look at this.
This is very Phoenix Wright right now.
This document clearly states that it was Mr. Schwarz who gave the order.
Not bad, Katz, but not great either. If that's all the prosecution can come up with, the case is as good as lost. Knowing the right answers is often not enough to win your case. You also need to form the right conclusions. Conclusions the court is willing to follow, because they are plausible. and because you can back them up with evidence. A valid conclusion is always
Keep
the
going.
one clue. We are very certain. So your conclusion should open your case file.
Okay. Discontinuation report.
Well, we have the execution order.
Execution ordered by the district leader. I guess on the bottom. District leader, I guess.
Oops, I don't want bookmarks. So we have...
Both people said Schwartz did it.
Yep. Corroborated by testimony from 2 different people.
But we haven't even interviewed the third guy. Probably 'cause he's in Argentina.
It must have been like this.
Okay.
I think I got it.
So it's just, in that case, it
We
means
have
we
several consistent
have it, doesn't
statements
mean it's
that
correct.
Schwartz gave the order to shoot. There are no discrepancies in the testimonies. It says so in the files, and Mr. Schwartz stated it himself in 1947. Therefore, I conclude the order to shoot Hans Naumann came from District Leader Herbert Schwartz.
Congratulations. Well done, Katz. If you argued just as coherently in court, this might go better than I expected.
So, it's not just
However,
one piece of
It
evidence.
was not particularly difficult,
Okay.
and it will probably not be that easy again.
Sounds good.
Still, well done.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad to finally be getting into the
Enough
solving
practice. Your
part.
case is waiting. Keep up the good work.
What now?
You can't finish your theory before hearing that last witness, so you could go home. Personally, I like to be prepared, so I tried to see if I can find more conclusions. But I was always willing to
shut
go
up.
that extra mile.
Oh boy.
You do you.
Peters?
Katz?
There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day.
Learn how to present your case.
Okay. So should we go home or do you want to play with that thing more? I feel like
I think we'll have like more time for that.
just get all the evidence. What's the point?
Like
I'm
conclusions.
just gonna hit forward, use steer.
Yep.
I mean, we could do conclusions now, and then we could find more evidence tomorrow that disproves it. So
I have a feeling
skippable
that
as much as I like this.
yeah, I have a feeling that Glasses and Team Leader are going to agree that it was stickers.
So we're gonna have to like contradict, have enough evidence to contradict 2 contrary things.
Yeah. I think it's going to come down to like who had the gun and who fired it. Like whose service weapon was it?
Oh, and there was a letter for you. I left it on your desk.
I know, priorities.
And who do you think did it? Any ideas? That's what I thought.
I agree, Marlena.
Miss Katz.
Miss Katz. Berlin. Oh, finally. So the Berlin documents might say who had the weapon.
Or who it was issued to, or who the...
And where do we have the thing about what weapon it was? I remember seeing it was a Browning something or other, but...
I don't know.
Okay. I remember that being somewhere, but I don't remember
Okay.
where it went.
There's a letter on our desk.
Jewish pig, we know where you live, we know what you do, we are waiting. Day and night we see you. The German people have been through enough because of vermin like you. You should have burned with the rest of your kind, instead of disappearing, hiding in the grottos, or the ghettos. Yeah, obviously ghettos. Doesn't look like ghettos.
Or is it hiding in the gutters?
Gutters. Hiding in the gutters where you belong. You once again attacked... What?
Us. So
Oh.
hear us, you will burn.
Official began starting with traitor trash like you.
Gross.
You know what? We're gonna get you.
We got an achievement. On the right path.
No, if the Nazis are attacking you, you're doing something right.
Agreed. Miss Katz.
Mr. Feldman has just arrived. He's waiting in the conference room.
I'll be with you in a minute. Well, that's interesting.
Was there anything unusual about this letter? Did you notice anything off?
Off?
Was it brought in normally? Delivered personally? Or, I don't know, anything?
Can't say. It came with the post, like letters do. Is everything all right?
It was a threat letter.
A threat? Oh. Oh dear. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so
It's
basically,
fine, really.
basically the
I can't let
the
them
tabloid
stop
like really put her
So
in
if there's
danger.
anything I can do, just say the word.
It's weird they didn't show us the actual tabloid article, or maybe we just missed it.
Yeah, I thought we would see it at some point.
But I'm assuming it just implied that she's Jewish and she's only in this for revenge.
I don't know. Where's the conference room? Here, steer us.
Mr. Feldman, my name is Esther Katz. I am investigating the death of Hans Naumann in 1945.
What are you investigating? The case has been closed.
New evidence has come to light. My department and I are checking whether the case needs to be reopened.
Sounds like wasting the German state's money. Just one question. Your name, Esther Katz. Are you Jewish?
Immediately hate this guy.
I don't see how this is relevant, Mr. Feldman.
Oh, I'm just curious, but I see I must have touched a nerve.
Mr. Feldman, please tell me what happened on April 28, 1945.
My superior asked me to arrest some sort of insurgent. A simple task I gave to my subordinates. I was quite surprised when I saw who they brought. I asked if they were sure.
But according
they
to the
got
wife,
right
he was
man.
there, right?
The crimes
Yes.
that had been committed.
I must interrupt you. I was told a different version.
Badge and 2 golden stripes on his collar.
Where is he?
Second paragraph.
Mr. Feldman, you were the local group leader at that time, correct?
That is correct, miss.
According to our witnesses, one of the men who took the victim from his house had the insignia of a local group leader's, with, of course, none of the other members of your group bearing that rank. Why then do you claim it was your subordinates who brought the man to you? And how could you be surprised by the suspect's identity if you arrested him yourself?
I don't know. It was such a long time ago.
Mr. Feldman, I must inform you that you are legally obliged to speak the truth here.
Don't you snap at me, young lady. The whole thing happened over 10 years ago. I must have simply remembered it wrong. Either way, I still wanted to release the suspect. That's how it was. But Schickert insisted, so we took him back to the district office.
Blaming stickers again.
Units waited in the corridor as I spoke with the district leader, Mr. Schwarz. But he dismissed my doubts. Alfred, my man, you worry too much. It wasn't my place to doubt his decision, I thought. So we left his office and he gave the order.
Can you tell me more?
We were Schwartz's hands, so to speak. While most local groups were responsible for a section of the city.
Okay, they were responsible for the district office. Can we see what he said?
Yeah. It's just kind of...
Making me dizzy?
Yeah.
What did he say?
That for his crimes against the German people, the prisoner was to be executed.
So everyone agrees that Schwarz gave the order,
Yep.
right? We already kind of proved that.
How
but-
did the men react?
I can't recall. It has been quite a while. I think they were a bit uncertain. Kiebitz, at least. I wanted to discuss the order further.
Right,
but
'cause Kiebitz
Schwarz
was there
went
at
back to
the
his
arrest.
office.
Was the victim your only prisoner at the time?
It's been almost 15 years, for God's sake, woman.
11.
You can't honestly expect me to remember details like that.
But the other ones remembered it.
Did the group members drink on duty?
It was clearly forbidden. We did our best to enforce this rule even in those days. But most likely they still did. Just learned to hide it well.
Did many prisoners share the victim's fate?
If they deserved it.
If they deserved it. I mean, this guy's clearly like a hardcore Nazi.
You said you had mentioned your doubts to Mr. Schwartz.
I did. I tried to convince him to reconsider.
Whereas, like,
Unfortunately, he remained
Stickers.
Do you remember how long the two of you talked?
Seemed like he talked about like helping people, like he, you know.
Can't say. It must have been a while, quite a while. I did try my best. Unfortunately, once again, it wasn't enough.
Something just occurred to me. What if this is the only case?
What if this is the only case? That is probably...
I'd be upset. Okay, let's
annoying because we're hitting the 2-hour mark and we can't get a refund on Steam.
Can you tell me more about Karl Schickert?
A damned idealist. He wouldn't shut up about duty and Prussian values.
I imagine there'd be more
Still,
cases
I
and
can't say
more
anything
things are going to
bad about his
unfold.
work. Always diligent, hardworking, and unbearable perfectionist.
So this has sucked me in, though. Like, I'm interested in this story now.
Mr. Kiebitz?
Exemplary subordinate, loyal, one of the few people among that band of ingrates I knew I could rely on.
Kiebitz is the liar, right?
Schwartz knew that as well. Kiebitz might have been a member of
Yeah,
my local
I think...
group, but he mostly worked directly for the district leader.
That's Kiebitz's glasses, right?
Kiebitz's glasses.
As a group leader, I made sure Mr. Schwartz and the party's will were enforced in the city. He needed somebody he could trust, someone.
See, this guy wanted to maintain order.
What can you tell me about working for Mr. Schwartz?
It was a true honor. Comrade, I have him to thank for my work ethic. I learned much from his example. We all did.
Okay. Is there anything else in here?
No.
Okay. I think that's it for this room.
Oop, graffiti on the wall.
What happened after Mr. Schwartz left the hallway?
We went to the captive. Kiebitz, Schickert, and I. I was hesitant, of course, but again, it wasn't my place to question Mr. Schwartz. And let's be honest, in those times, heads rolled pretty quickly for defying orders.
Possibly literally. Check out the graffiti on the wall. I thought it was graffiti. I don't know.
They seemed to scream forever.
I thought it like
And
was
you
words.
could still hear the bombs falling.
Where did you think there was graffiti?
Yeah, there it is. Okay, I wasn't wrong.
What happened if you or Mr. Schwartz caught any of the group members drinking?
She keeps coming back to them
Usually
drinking.
I took pride in running a tight ship.
Like, it's too many
The smell
times
of
for it to
alcohol
not
while on
be
duty, dismissed.
significant.
But at that point, they got away with just a slap on the wrists. We needed all the hands we could get, drunk or not.
Maybe they were drunk when
And
they
with the
arrested
Yankees
what's
on
his
the
name.
streets, we all heard the bottles calling.
If they were dismissed for drinking, what would be the punishment for disobeying an order?
He didn't answer you?
I think that was rhetorical.
Oh, okay.
Did you have any contact?
Of course. We had an older model radio station connecting us with the rest of Bavaria. Or what was left of it.
A brewery cellar seems a weird place for a district office.
Often we didn't. We had to rely...
They keep talking about the backup generator, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, is this Chekhov's backup generator? It's going to be relevant later? Or is
I don't know,
just...
it's just weird that they keep mentioning
Then
it.
we entered
The
the
alcohol,
cell
I feel like,
and
is
I saw
definitely
the
significant.
captive
I don't know. It's
close.
It'd be weird if it
Realized
weren't.
I just couldn't follow through with it.
Sure you
Maybe-
did.
I told my
Maybe
men
one of
to
them was
stop.
already caught drinking, and that's why he didn't want to
The place was a brewery. Did you prepare
not
the cells for the
follow
prisoners?
orders again.
Not personally.
Come on. There you go.
And what does...
It's been a while, miss. And I can...
I was going to say, they said,
What did you tell them?
that this could not have been our man. We had to convince the district leader to reconsider.
Did they agree with you?
Kiebitz did, but Schickert, on the other hand, he wouldn't even consider it.
Yeah. FOS, my friend.
yeah, so they're conspiring against Stickers.
They are. They've coordinated this story.
I mean, I guess they're all Nazis, but Stickers seems like he
How long were the prisoners
adheres to
usually
some
kept
kind of
there?
code.
Can't say. It depended on the case. However long it took for justice to be served. The man was a maniac, usually harmless, obsessed as he was with hierarchy. But at that point he had the...
What did he say to you?
that he would report me to the Gestapo. Now, you know what that would mean, but that didn't matter. I knew Mr. Schwartz. I knew he would understand.
Why wouldn't you have told Schwartz immediately when he gave the order?
Yeah, I don't know.
I ordered Schickert to stay put and left the cell, looking for the district leader.
The hell you did.
I could convince him this time.
Did you succeed?
I didn't get the chance. I was halfway through the hallway when I heard it. A gunshot. Schickert had gone through with the execution.
How do you know? I thought you had left the room.
Right. But it must have been him. He was so persistent about following the order.
Nothing with the gunshot this time.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. I think we got everything.
Oh, are you sure? Maybe I can double check.
Oh, we missed something.
When did you move to the cellar?
2 months after those.
Okay.
So, just to confirm, Mr. Schickert shot while you were not in the room any longer?
That is correct. And that is all I know.
Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Feldman.
I take back what I said in the beginning, Miss Katz. Perhaps it is right to reopen this case after all. Have a good evening, miss.
That's all the witnesses. Let's see if I can make some sense of this.
So we have to draw some conclusions now?
I guess so.
So, I know it doesn't balance out the morning, but there's at least some good news today. One word, Berlin.
Oh, finally.
Did the document center come through?
Here you go. Personal files for Keebit.
So hopefully we should find out who was
Fatman.
issued that weapon. That would be
Right? Just in time.
I know that you have just questioned the last witness. Have you discovered any new leads? With a few calls, I might be able to get hold of a few more urgent documents for you. But I would need to do so right now, and I can't guarantee they'll make it in time.
Don't need anything.
There's no need, Paula. Thank you. I better get back to the reconstruction board then.
Oh, come on.
It's gonna be someone like
Yes,
breathing
Katz
heavy.
speaking.
I knew
Hello?
it.
Anybody here? Hello? Great. Just what I needed now.
I would duck though.
Not disconcerting in the slightest.
Like, don't stand next to an open window when that happens.
Good point.
Mona's Gaststätte. If the wine is good, I'd probably be a regular customer by the end of the year.
Usually a call like that in a game like this, somebody's watching you. Just trying to make sure you're in your office.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or they're just threatening her vaguely. Finally.
Okay. So we have to look
Just
at
view
our...
our docs.
Yeah.
Also want to find where it says what the weapon is. Like, I definitely saw someone say, like, Browning something or other.
Right. So old case.
Okay, we got that. Oh wait, Feltman, he, okay. I then told my driver, his driver was,
Glasses was the driver, according to him.
So he's saying Glasses was in the room with him.
And we also know Glasses worked directly for him, according to Faltman.
Yeah. Oh, this is.
Oh, we have the member numbers.
Mhm. So we can see if he was the driver. I thought the driver was like a 2-3 or something.
Okay.
Remember that thing with like their list or something? I think this was it. Maybe under suspect. It was under suspects.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like their case files.
Oh.
Oh, here's Keybit. So we have their numbers. Okay. Worked as a. It says he worked. So Glasses did work as a driver. Okay. Locksmith apprenticeship.
Doesn't look like anything interesting.
No. Okay. This is where.
So that's his weapon. And that's his job.
Mm-hmm. 877, 877.
Well, let's go back also and do this. Boop.
877. Okay.
Worked as a driver.
Okay, so that makes sense. But, oh, you can tag them as to which step of the process you want to use the evidence for, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of, I mean, I'm not...
Where did we find out about the browning?
Here, tag this. Here's the execution order, right? Actually, technically one. Right? This is how they knew that it was the wrong person.
Date of birth also, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
There's no way he was that age, the person in their custody.
Right, they were at the correct birthday but the wrong name.
No, the wrong birthday.
What? Oh no, the wrong birthday.
Wrong birthday and the wrong... Like, I'm saying if you...
1917?
If you see a 77-year-old guy in front of you, he's not going to be 30 years old. You know?
How do I remove a bookmark? I like
just
that.
leave it.
No, you're right.
But can we... I just want to find out where they say what weapon it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Maybe it was in the old case? I feel like it was early on. Or maybe the first interrogation.
I'm going to take off some of these early bookmarks because they're confusing.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't need that.
Okay.
There we go. 7.6 millimeter Browning gunshot.
7.65.
Okay, so let's tag that because we're gonna need that to prove who shot him.
Okay.
Okay, now we need to find out who had the 7.65 millimeter. And that should be that. Hopefully, this will make it straightforward. So it's either 623 or 332.
Yes.
What is a 7.65 times 17 millimeter?
I don't know what that means.
Because other people have it without the word Browning.
Well, let's see these. Let's see who these people are.
Hopefully they both don't match. 332 and 623. Okay, not him.
332.
So stickers.
Is Stickers. So what's Stickers' gun?
Yeah, maybe Stickers is wrong. Maybe Stickers is snowing us. He's 332.
Yeah.
He's military trained.
That's interesting, though.
Unless, so Stickers is like a very big stickler, right?
Yes.
So maybe he was just following orders, I guess. But I don't know what other evidence there is for that.
Like who threatened the Gestapo? Like that kind of shows it to be this one, right?
I don't know. I'm still confused.
I still believe Stickers' version of the story.
Did we find out the...
Because neither one of them, like...
Go back to the weapons, please.
Yeah. Because even Schwartz said that the driver came back to the office with him, and the only one who agrees with that is Stickers.
But Stickers... Go back to the weapons list.
Stickers, like it was his weapon.
So there's like 17.65, and there's 7. Oh, it doesn't matter, I guess, because 332 is him.
Yeah, this one is not one of our people.
Then there's other 17.65s.
It doesn't matter.
Don't say Browning.
But like we can look at who the people are.
I know.
It's 482.
I just don't want it to have been stickers.
482, 332, and 877. 482.
It's the group leader. He had that. Yeah, we got all their weapons. Okay, so it had to be...
Yeah. So it had to be Sticker's weapon, but it doesn't have to be Sticker's.
I guess we don't have any reports of anyone taking anyone's weapon, though. You know? Alright, let's just go forward, I guess.
Yeah. Do we have to save our game? Like, is there like a save game feature?
I don't know. Should I hit the escape key and find out?
Yeah.
Let's save it. I don't think... Oh, good, it's been auto-saving. I don't think this is the kind of game you could, like, lose. It's probably just like... Oh, that's not right. But
I mean, what I fear most are these kinds of games where, like, they let you proceed with like, the wrong answer and you just get a suboptimal ending. Like, where they don't... Like, the feedback is just like, okay, so you're sending him to jail. That's your choice. Bye.
Yeah.
I think we should call it here.
That's so frustrating.
I know. I really thought we'd get through the first case in the first 2 hours of gameplay. But...
Yeah, but let us know if you like it, if you think we should continue, and let us know your theory of the case now that we seem to have most of the evidence.
Well, I'll have to fix that next time.
Yeah, you reset the timer in case you
accidentally reset the timer.
Yeah, let us know your theories of the case, and I think I don't know. I'm really thrown now. So let's find out, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.
And yeah, bye.